Hi guys, my name is Steelianos and welcome to my channel. This week I'm gonna do a quick free tutorial video for you over the track, actually over only the intro of the track I'll Be Seeing You by Julian Lage. If you haven't checked it out, please do so because it's one of the most beautiful works of art I've listened to over the past few years. I became obsessed with it, but I didn't have enough time to sit down and learn and transcribe the whole thing. So I just did, and I wanted to share this with all of you. So I'm going to be showing you the tablature and notation and explaining everything during this video. But if you want to, you can also get the tabs in PDF and Guitar Pro format in a very easy way by just check out the description with a very minor PayPal donation. I'll be sending you both of those files, but you don't need them. You can learn the track by this video, watching it, because I'll be posting the tabs over here. I'll be explaining everything and playing them slowly. But if you want them just for your record, for your files, to keep them in your computer and being able to practice at any time, because you might forget about this video, or I don't know, it might get deleted or something, or you might not have an internet connection. Anyway, you can get it really easy. Check out the description. Now let's go straight to the track. I believe the track is written in E flat major, so it has three flats, B, E, and A. So the scale, the basic scale, is this one, E flat major. And this track starts off in this part of the neck with a very soft touch, and try to let the notes ring and bleed into each other. We're starting with this sound which I perceive as a D minor 7 flat 5, so the 7th degree of it. And please remember, I'm not a jazz player, I'm just a guitar player that plays metal, jazz, pop, rock, fusion, I don't know, anything, funk music, blues music. I'm a player, I'm a teacher, and I have the experience to understand even more advanced things like this one or others, but nothing's written in stone. This is just my way of perceiving what the player is trying to say. So he's starting over here with this kind of question, and then he goes to answer it over here, but he's not done yet with this phrase, and he goes to the first answer is this E flat major over here, and then the next phrase starts another question. So over here he adds a little tapped harmonic, which is nothing but as you fret the 4th fret over here with your pinky, and you go to the 16th fret and you kind of touch it with your index and then pluck it with your thumb or even with your pick, but you have to hold it with a different finger, like this maybe. So I don't know, something like this. Try whatever feels more natural to you. And then we have another answer, which is back to the E flat major scale we had before. And then we start a run which sounds like this. It's almost like a prayer, slowly and letting the notes bleed into each other. This leads us to a B flat minor 7, so, and then we go to an A minor D flat D7, G major 7, so a 2 5 1 in G major, like this. This is your D, and then a new phrase. And this is a G major 7 with a sharp 11 here as well, so it's a G leading type of sound. Then we play the same phrase again, but we raise the 5th from over here, so we have an augmented 5th, so it's like a major 7 sharp 5, and then we're going to C major 7, and this leads us to a sharp minor 7 flat 5, and it leads us to a G7 type of sound, because we have the F over here, a flat 7, this phrase I'm listening to it as an E altered sound. And then this leads us to this little line over here. And then we move on to some cascading arpeggios in C major 7, which you can play with sweep picking if you want, but I used alternate and a few hammer-on and pull-offs, just like I think Julian does it as well, from as far as I can tell. So he starts with a C major 7 over here, and then a C major 9 over here. This is the 9, the D. Sorry. And then another little variation of this, which he plays twice. And then a little string skipping over here. And these are all 16th notes, non-stop. And the next one starts over here on the C. Another string skipping from the 3rd to the 7th. And back to the original thing. And then he moves to a G7, G major actually, and then I'm changing fingers over here because I'm moving on to a B7. And then from this B triad over here, I'm moving to the A diminished open triad here, to another open triad, first inversion E major open triad over here, and I'm playing the 3rd of the E major over here, the G sharp that is, and right after that an E major triad, open triad over here in the root position, and back to a D, and we're adding the 6th over here, so it's a D6. So this sounds like we're in E mixolydian at the moment, right? Because we have actually just like playing the 5th and 4th degrees of a major scale. After this sound is almost like a D minor major 7, because we have the 6th of it. Sorry, this is the 5th, this is the major 7, and then we have the flat 3, and this is what is this? The 6th again, right? And we're going to the C major. So after this, it's like he's playing 2 lines at the same time. So one line moves in the bass string, another line is in the higher strings, like this. And this is a D. And this is an F bar chord. We can think of it as a D minor 7. Flat 5 maybe, but you can also think of it as a chromatic movement from the F sharp to the F to the E, sliding to the C over here. So we're going back to the C major sound, and this C major arpeggio over here. And this brings us to the next section of the song, which starts off with what I hear as G minor 7, because the strong beats have notes from the G minor 7, so and right here it's like we move to an F minor 7, and this is a B flat 7, so 2, 5, and it should normally go to the E flat, but after this B flat 7 is going to a flat major 7 type of sound. So G minor 7, F minor 7, B flat, A flat major 7, E flat major 7, A minor 9, and we're moving on to an A flat major again, to D7, back to the G, altered with a flat 9, and this is an enclosure over here, to this G, the 7th, and we're moving to a C minor, from the G altered. It makes sense, like a 5-1, so, and he's playing softer over here, like, and we tried over here, it's like he's implying a C7 from the 7th, so, here it's like he's playing an F minor sound from the first inversion from the A flat, back to a B7, is the root, the 3rd, 5th, and then 6th, minor 7 to the root again. So, and this is our root, the E flat major. We're going to the first inversion over here. Then this, I'm listening, I hear it as an A flat major 7, so the 4th. And now we move on to something that sounds like a D minor 7 flat 5, to a G7, so it's a 2-5, like this, to go to the C, right? So some string skimming as well, but all of these are G7. This is like a D again, D minor 7 flat 5, and back to the G in the first inversion with the flat 7 there as well. And this should lead us to a C major maybe, but because we had, to minor 7, no, to a C minor, wrong. Because we have the 2 minor flat 7 flat 5, so the G7 altered, and then we should go to C minor, but he's going to a C altered sound, a C7 sharp 9, so, and he's using hybrid picking over here. You should play softly and try to palmate the strings as well. And we're going to an F minor from the first inversion, so, and this is a D flat over here, so it's like he's using the D flat to get back to the C chromatically. So I'm using picking directions that make my life easier, like down up. Sometimes I'm sweeping, and then from the C7 to something that sounds like a G7, so to go back to the C minor. So he's playing, and this is the sound of the C minor. We just have the root over here and the flat 3 over here. Back to our 5th and root over here, 5th and root, I said correctly, over here. And back to the F minor, D flat again, and back to the C. We just have a 4th in there as well because it's a C7, so it sounds like Mixolydian. And we're going up here to play an A flat major 7. This is the root actually. And right over here we have the 13th, and this is an E flat again, E flat 7 actually. Back to the, over here we had the A flat major 7, and we're going back to the A flat major, back to G7, and right over here we play some double stops, some sixth intervals actually. So and over here we have a G sus sound that leads us to a C7 sharp 9. So and this thing, there's a lot of hybrid picking and string skipping going on, and I'm also muting the strings as well. So after this, and right here it's like playing a G flat major. So and back to a F7 sound, to an F major arpeggio, which he actually does something like this. It's like he's sliding on the string more. And then we're ascending an F major arpeggio over here, but we're finishing off in the sharp 5, because it's like we're moving to an A7 flat 9 sound. So after this, and then we're playing this, which is like playing the dominant chord outside that leads us to a D minor. And this is a B flat over here, and then which is a B flat diminished. And then he's going to an A major chord over here. And after this A major, we have he's going to an F sharp to play a D major. To a G minor sound, F minor 7, and after this we're descending a scale with some chromatics as well, and we're finishing off with something that sounds like a B flat major 7 sharp 11 arpeggio, and the top harmonic over here. So once more, the ending sounds like this. So there you have it. That was my analysis and transcription of this beautiful track. I really hope you liked it. If you did, press the thumbs up button, and remember to subscribe to my channel. If you didn't like it, then thumbs down, and please don't come back. Sorry for taking your time. I really appreciate you watched so far. It was really hard to explain everything because I don't know exactly what your technical abilities are. I don't know exactly what your theoretical background is and what you can understand in harmony. So I did my best. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want to develop your abilities as a player, either technical abilities or your theoretical knowledge, please remember that I have very few slots available for guitar lessons via Skype, so online, with a perfectly organized material that I've been organizing for the last 20 years or so, and we can cover anything from modern theory and harmony to improvisation, fingerboard knowledge with things such as notes, intervals, triads, arpeggios, pentatonics, scales, scales, more advanced scales like diminished and whole tone, and the modes, the melodic minor, and demystify all those things. And we can work on your technique as well. just drop me a message at my website, which you can see here in the video. So that's it for the day. I hope you had some fun. Learn the song or learn small bits of it if you want to. And until the next time, please take care.